Hello again, Cougar fans. David Graham along with head coach Justin Price with you. Coach, big win last week on the road in a hostile environment at Cumberland County.
Yeah, we're excited. Anytime these kids invested so much, so and we keep telling them that you're going to reap what you sow, and the more you invest, the more you're going to get out of it. So it's good to kind of see the substance with that. That you finally get the win. It wasn't pretty at times for us. We started out well. I thought we finished well, but in the middle there we had some sloppy execution. But I think that we, as the year progresses, we'll continue to straighten those things out.
Right. I mean, all this hard work, you got to believe in your program, and and I saw, and I watched it on the network, and I saw where, hey, this is paying off.
Yeah, that's key. I think we jumped out 20-0 early, and we were playing with a lot of confidence. And I think, one thing that I think like we learned as a football team Friday was, it's similar to what we did at Seymour, was when we do get an early start and we get that early success, maintaining that focus throughout the whole course of the game. Because again, I thought Friday kind of lost a little bit, but I just couldn't be more proud of a bunch of kids that, everything we've asked, and I've said it a lot, every time we ask for something, they always go above and beyond even the expectations sometimes we set for them, and that's important, and we'll just continue to get better. But we were able to enjoy it, not for too long because we had a short week this week, but it was a nice bus ride home.
Right. Now, the week before the opening game, Ethan threw 5 picks. This week he threw something like 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
What did you tell him? What did you work on during the week that turned it around for him?
Well, I think Ethan, he's just he's a hard-working kid. He's very intelligent when it comes to football, and he's one of those guys. A lot of times when he makes one mistake, he rarely makes it again.
Right.
And I just talks about his character, about how much he wants to improve and help this football team. I think his throws were better, his decision making. He didn't force anything Friday. I felt like I put him in some better situations than I did against Seymour as well, kind of starting to figure out what he can and can't do as we go along. So I've seen that kind of over the course of this year with Ethan, where he'll make a mistake and the next time he comes out better, whether it was 7-on-7, just throwing around here, at practice, and every day he kind of gets a little bit better. And I'm just excited. He's got a lot of potential, but he's also got the determination to be the best he can be.
If he stays at it, can you imagine when he becomes a senior? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's gonna be special. We got to keep him motivated, keep him humble, and that's not gonna be a problem. But he's got a few things we're working on, some technique stuff with him to be able to be more consistent throwing the football. Maybe put a little bit more on it at times. But as far as him understanding the game and trusting what we're doing, you can't ask for a better kid.
Oh yeah. Okay, now turning our attention, you got a special Thursday night today or tonight at Anderson County High School.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a great opportunity for our program. I think getting to play on Neyland, in Neyland Stadium was huge for us, and it was a big selling point for our program. I think this Thursday night game, playing in high definition all across East Tennessee, is just a great opportunity and against a good opponent.
Right. Now, of course, this is on my mind, so I've got to ask you. This is your first trip back to AC as a head coach officially. What kind of emotions have you thought about that during the week?
Yeah, I think it's
what we call home.
Right. I think it's good. I think because I'm very familiar with the setup there. I know exactly where we're going to be changing. So I think that as we start planning what we're going to do when we get there, I think it's going to be important for us that we kind of know. And I like being on that visiting sideline over there. They don't have another stands over there. There's nothing, so it's just you and your team. And I think that kind of helps limit some distractions we may have. But, it's going to be bittersweet, like anything. I think, I know a lot of those kids, coached some of them for 3 years. So it's, which, I hope is to our advantage a little bit as well, But, still good friends with most of their coaches over there. So it's going to be, it's fun. It's friendly competition, and that's I hope we understand. I hope they understand that too, that, they're a program's been built. We're in the process of building, but I think that I like the directions we're heading. I think we're making huge improvements.
Right.
Anderson County's 0-2 right now. They're trying to figure out some things about themselves. They play 2 good teams, but I'm excited about where we're going, and that's the only thing on my mind. Whoever we're playing is we go out every Friday or Thursday tonight getting a little bit better.
Yeah, and that's one of my other points. They're starting out this season 0-2, and they played 2 good teams. But now you guys are 1-1, and you also have played two, maybe not to the caliber of a Catholic or something like that, but you still played two good teams.
Yeah, I think Seymour was a very tough team, especially for what we do. Their secondary may be, as a unit, the best we'll face all year. I think Powell's good, based on what they've had last year in Oak Ridge, but the four guys they had in the secondary caused us a lot of problems. I think up front, Anderson County is a little bit better than they are, but in the secondary, I think Seymour would give them the advantage. So I think we've seen a better secondary. Cumberland County, talent level was not there, but I thought they were a scrappy bunch.
Yeah.
And but I thought we took care of business like you're supposed to when you go down there. We're up 20-0. We started pulling some guys and we got some injuries, but it's that's what I'm excited about. Our kids are we doing what we're supposed to do to certain teams, and I think Anderson County, they played CAK, state champion. Grace was undefeated last year. I expect them to probably win it this year, that they're eligible to be in the playoffs. So they're battle tested, but I feel like we're battle tested as well. We're rested up, and we got a chip on our shoulder right now. And our mentality, we're not going to back down from anybody we play, and I think that's a scary thing when you got kids like that believe in themselves, believe in our system, believe in our coaches and what our program and our fans. It's a tough bunch to control.
Now I've heard a rumor that Anderson County's their corners are very short.
Yeah, they're
He's going to have a field day if he looks out there and sees 6'1" on 5'6" or something like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, with Corey Phillips making a lot of big plays for us out there, and also Brandon Long. Those guys are tall, lanky, fast receivers, and it's a tough matchup for a lot of secondaries we'll face this year. I think how they adjust that is what we're going to have to wait until tonight to see what their plan is to stop that. Maybe it's put two on them and play deep safeties, and if that's the case, I think that opens up some other guys, especially in the running game.
Right. All right, Coach. Well, quick injury report. I know we lost Ethan Miller last Friday night. Injury.
Well, it's actually Ethan Simpson. Miller's good.
That's right.
That's all right. We got about three. We got a bunch of Ethans on this team, but
a lot of Ethans.
we're waiting. Ethan Simpson. We third play of the game. Took a shot in the knee there, and we're still waiting the doctor to read the MRI and all that. But we're hoping for the best. We've been told the worst, so that's it's never a good thing, especially for a young kid like that who's just a great kid, great basketball player. Great football player, great future ahead, and you won't hear the last Ethan Simpson. He's that kind of kid. Whatever he chooses to do, and I hope for the best. And you never know, and that's what we tell our kids. Dylan Presnell, big defensive lineman we got that has come out and just been a huge addition to our program. And also, we talking about these kids. A lot of it you hear, well, he may be a cancer for your program, where kind of a virus and it spreads. But he's been one of those guys, a good virus for us. I mean, he's been in here and he's business-like everything he does and goes 100% everything he does, and that's contagious as well. And he's been a good addition to our program. So he may not be out there tonight, but he's going to be felt because our kids understand how he played. He kind of set that bar pretty high. It's looking like he tore his ACL. It looks like he'll be out for the year, which is very disappointing. He's just a junior though, so we're going to keep him involved and get him back in here as soon as we can.
Oh yeah, and then of course he's still a part of the team.
Exactly. Those guys, they're, a lot of times you can have a huge impact not being on the field as you would on the field. And I think that's what those guys do. Their attitude, their mentality that they've instilled into this program is kind of where what we've missed maybe last year. And now it's those guys understand success and understand what it takes to get there. And they've planted that seed here, and these guys, it's all about the next man. That's why we tell our kids, always prepare yourself mentally every week, because you never know. When your number's calling, you got to rise up to those expectations, and I expect every kid that we put in there tonight to do those things, and as a committee, fulfill all the things that we're missing.
And with him going out last week, Andrew Evans stepped up at linebacker.
Right, we lost Simpson and Presnell early in the game, and so a lot of those guys stepped up throughout the course of the game last week, and I think that's huge that they got that experience. But Andrew Evans is to me probably the best defensive line in our district. And I've not seen everybody play, and I don't know if I even have to, but there's nobody that's got a motor like him, and the build, just the God-given ability too, to just the speed, the quickness, and the strength he has is it makes for an explosive football player.
Yeah. Anybody else hurt or anything?
I think that's good. Like I said,
that's enough, isn't it?
That's enough for now. We still got Rudd Ball and Jordan Kendra Kendrick, we're hoping to get him back. His bone's not healing like we thought it would. So, he's an all-district player for us last season. We're hoping to get him back soon, too. And I think, like I said, we're missing some pieces tonight. But, I like the guys that we got coming in for them.
You still got the team.
Yeah.
Wait, Coach, anything else?
I'm just excited about tonight. It's going to be a huge opportunity for our program, for our kids to shine, and we'll see what happens.
We want all Cougar fans down there.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Okay, you heard it from head coach Justin Price. Okay, stay tuned for Cougar football right here on the WLAF Sports Network. For Coach Justin Price, I'm David Graham saying enjoy the game, everybody. We'll see you later.